Hey Vivek, I thought it would be a good idea to just shoot you a little video. I was going to email you, but it might be easier to get my point across on video. Anyhow, I wanted to just give you an update on how these ads are tracking. Now, I know you seemed a little bit freaked out on Monday when you saw results for these, so don't worry, I was too. But I just had a chat with our Facebook rep or one of our ad account reps, and the new strategy that I'm following was his suggestion after looking at previous strategies that we've been doing. Um, and now there's nothing wrong with what we've been doing in the past. So this is the last PDW campaign that ran. So you can see here we have, there's what, nearly 30 different ad sets running. Now, that's all well and good, and it does work for some clients and some campaigns, but not all. Now, with this, it has been pretty good in the past, but obviously the last couple of campaigns, it's creeping up around the $35 to $40 mark, whereas previous campaigns, we're getting around under 30. Like here, you can even see it was like $12. So, just in order to obviously it's a time of year, it's a seasonal thing, so it's going to be more expensive this time of year. You already know that, but I just wanted to try and test a couple of new strategies and other ways just to combat that. So I feel like this is a good test for us to do. Now, what we've ended up doing is rather than having multiple ad sets with all the same audiences and just having one ad in each with kind of a fifth, like let's say for example, we've got 10 $50 a day budget ad sets and 4 or 5 of them are all the same audience. Now they're all going to be cross competing with each other. Um, they're going to be showing them, the ads going to be shown to the same audience over and over, and it's just going to be they're going to outbid each other, which is going to just in the end drive up our cost per result. Now, these ones aren't here. Some of them are very ideal, but some aren't super ideal, like $45. I wouldn't like anything over $50 for me is a big no-no. So what we've ended up doing is just consolidating all these ad sets into a few and then having big budgets, daily budgets like you can see here. So the advantage that this gives us and the way that Facebook's sort of moving in the direction of is that Facebook goes through what they call a learning phase. So campaigns, when you first launch them, they'll go through a learning phase. They don't know specifically who out of that audience this ad is most likely going to convert with. Now, the Pixel has enough data to know, yes, the most likely candidate that will convert based on everything, all data that's come up to date for the Pixel. But there's another added layer on top of that. So when you launch a new campaign, the Pixel obviously knows who is going to convert, more likely to convert. Sorry, but this specific ad. So it goes through a learning phase, and the learning phase usually takes a minimum of 50 conversions. So once it hits around the 50 conversions mark, then it is really honed in and it knows exactly who to target within that audience. Now, and if we were running $50 a day across, 10 different audiences, you can see here like $31, that's not too bad, but there's only 2 conversions there because it's just not spending the money. So the learning phase is going to be drawn out. It's going to be a lot longer for these campaigns here. So that's why I've gone with a lot larger budgets and then within them splitting out different ads and testing out different images. So that's the theory at the moment. So I don't want you to freak out and think at the moment, look, that it's not going to stay at a $50. Like you looked at it Monday and it was upwards of $100 for some of them. Like this one down here is even $200. So in hindsight, after switching that off, I believe if that was still running, it only ran for what, less than 2 days. So that just doesn't give Facebook enough time at all to be able to optimize and to go through that audience and say, okay, this is who's going to convert. So I think it's kind of good rule of thumb for us to not to jump in every 6 hours, like twice a day, and get freaked out by these numbers and just let it do its thing. So that's the biggest thing that I've taken away from what I got told. So these are gonna really even themselves out. So we can already see here exciting is. So this one here, I'm gonna start scaling. But I just wanted to give you a quick update on that. Thanks, mate.